Got to play with Dave Johnson, the former Orioles pitcher from the late 80s and early 90s. Dave is on TV now covering the Orioles, but he's got quite the golf game as he and Dennis Martinez, El Presidente, won the celebrity-only event at the Ken Singleton Celebrity Golf Classic for cool kids. Dave played with me in the sponsor scramble, and I noticed something strange yet cool about his game. Not that he hits a driver off the deck, which he did here, but first, he has a baseball grip, and then he uses mostly hybrid woods.
And what number hybrid is that, Dave?
I'll be using a little grip down 11 wood today.
An 11 wood. An 11 wood. Now, I just hit a 7 iron, but he's hitting an 11 wood.
I got these from my wife this morning.
Oh, very nice. It takes a real man to admit that, so.
But don't let that fool you. He can chip with them and sky them from 100 yards like a Mickelson wedge.
Oh my God, he hit it right.
Hit it in the hole.
I asked Dave about his self-taught but effective game.
John, it's weird because the whole thing of the overlap and the interlock and the golf swing and all that stuff, I mean, being somewhat of a professional athlete, some people don't think pitchers were, and that's okay. They may be right in my case, but it was too confusing to me, and it was very uncomfortable, of course. So I went with a baseball grip. The clubs that I have are all woods. I don't have any irons. I tried irons. I just couldn't hit them, and I found out through just trial and error that I'm a sweeper. I sweep the ball, and I don't like hit down on the ball and take a normal divot like you would with an iron and stuff like that. So I found that when I got it like an 11 wood, I found it at like Kmart or something, and then I found a 9 wood at Target or someplace crazy, and then all of a sudden I found a place on the internet. This is 20 years ago, while we were doing a charity event down in Ocean City, Maryland, at Eagles Landing, and I overheard somebody in one of the like shacks over there where the carts go and everything, and the guy said, "Hey, I got your 15 wood," and I'm like, 15 wood? So I ran over there. I'm like, "Hey, I heard somebody say something about 15 wood." He goes, "Yeah, I make them. I buy the components online. I make them." I'm like, "Really? Could you make me a 15 and a 17 or whatever?" And I used them, and I just found that they're a little heavier than a normal iron is. And by sweeping the ball, because of the sole plate's really flat and it's bigger, I just found that even my mishits were straighter and longer, and it just worked for me. And then I kind of just figured it out, and boy, through the years, I mean, I got to about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was a 10 or 12 handicap, and now I've got down to about a 4. And it's just, you just kind of figure it out, you know what I mean? You kind of, athletically, if you can just figure out what works and what doesn't, you make adjustments along the way, and that's what I've done.
So don't make fun of anyone hitting a bag full of hybrids again. That's Dave Johnson, folks. Catch you next time.